И название так не дали, не? Ну, ладно. Интрига. Без звука, без ничего. Музыку подрубают. Да, то самое, которое Клад сегодня в группе постил. Походу. Не бери, говорит, Сесси Страйк и фонарик свой на эту пати. Ха-ха-ха-ха! Здание ботаники. Тут трафик. Офигеть. Не, бедный. А как же Хага там без эйса-то? А, ну да, да, Мэтту нравится, любимый его киллер. Бэйби киллер. Офигенное видео. Опа.
Hi there.
Опа.
This is amazing. Thank you to Foxbrush Studios.
Привет, Мэтт. Привет, Дэйв и Not Queen. И Мэтт говорит привет Foxbrush Studios, которые сделали это видео на ютубчике. И у меня могла бы быть такая же маска, если бы она пришла с магазина. Я ее заказал, они даже не отвечают ничего. А деньги-то уплочены. Уплочены. Годовщины, ура!
So, as you may have noticed, we had a ridiculously large update. A beautiful offering for all of you out there. So, thank you for sticking with us. As always, let's say hi to François, making sure that things go smoothly, hopefully. And to our mods sitting
за то, что стрим идет.
Over there.
Не Бьорну, я не помню, как зовут нового человека.
So thank you very much for helping us with that.
Ну и всем модерам, конечно же.
Microphone is buzzing, supposedly.
Микрофон немножечко.
We're good. It was me buzzing. All right, so yeah, welcome to the show. Let's get started. You have a few news and announcements you want to get to?
Well, actually, I want to
новости и анонсы какие-то,
да? Console when?
Okay.
На консолях когда?
You may have noticed in the last few months before this, we were able to get our submission process with console streamlined and very efficient. So we had a couple of days difference between the PC and the console. We tried to keep everything as close together as possible. This is something that we will get back to. But this update was so big.
Мы очень стараемся, чтобы наши апдейты одновременно выходили, и вы могли это заметить. Но эта обнова была настолько большая, что нам надо и с Microsoft, и с Sony пройти полный процесс лицензирования, соответственно. Поэтому чуть дольше получается. Вот, а потом мы вернемся уже к обычному темпу, где разница будет в несколько дней всего. Между консолью и ПК. Как только сейчас и Sony, и Microsoft, я так понимаю, рассматривают уже, как только они нам дадут зеленый свет, мы сразу же нажмем кнопку, и вы сможете играть.
Usually it's a couple of weeks, like 2-3 weeks at the very most, but that's it. We're waiting. We're waiting with you. That's it. Other than that, we're just taking a moment to say, thank you to everybody out there for sticking with us for the last 2 years.
Ну, конечно, да, спасибо вам всем, что вы были с нами эти последние 2 года. Тяжелые 2 года. Мы очень гордимся тем, чего мы достигли с вашей помощью. Мы добрались наконец до обновления 2.0 и новой главы. Все очень круто и красиво, и спасибо вам. И спасибо большое модераторам игры, потому что они в основном работают типа на добровольных началах, помогают.
Huge thanks.
All right.
I think that's all I got for now.
Thank you.
Вот, огромное спасибо. Так, а сейчас мы хотим поговорить о расписании по годовщине, по ивенту. У NotQueen есть слайды. Погромче чутка. Итак.
So daily until July 9th, if I'm not mistaken,
до 9 июля ежедневно на форумах, если это зарегистрированные,
you are entered to a daily ORXL raffle worth $20 US.
Вы сможете поучаствовать в розыгрыше, ежедневно в розыгрыше золотых клеток, если вы сделали аккаунт, и он там верифицирован типа на форумах, я так понимаю, просто подтверждение почты. Вот. Вы сможете поучаствовать в розыгрышах стоимостью в $20. Это около 2000, я думаю. Я думаю, это около 2000 золотых клеток. Дальше на форумах будет проводиться контест по косплею и артворку.
First prize.
Just quickly, there's a question, but it's not the Steam forums, it's the official Dead by Daylight forums.
It's the official.
Да, на официальных ДБД форумах, не на Steam форумах, вот, которые вышли несколько недель назад.
Console players, you are totally welcome to try for the raffle. If you are selected, if you win, we're gonna keep your ID in bank, and when the update goes out, you get your prize.
There you go.
Don't worry about it. You are also.
Для консольных игроков тоже будет возможность так вот на форумах получить клетки. За косплей и арт. Первое место. 24 тысячи золотых клеток победителю. Второе и третье место 18 тысяч золотых клеток. Так что готовьте свои косплейчики для форумов. И большой анонс. Чего? Турнир? Что? Официальный ДБД-турнир организовывается от battleflight.com/space-esports. На каждой платформе. Первое место $5000. На всех платформах, на каждую платформу по $5000.
And last but not the least, the double blood point event.
Really?
Я так понимаю, на команду, получается, не знаю. И двойные бипишки.
Double blood point weekend. It had been a little while.
I don't even have to say anything about that.
No, you just leave it there. Don't drop
С 5 по 9 июля.
Technically get up and drop the mic and leave it to Janik. Guys, I am going to join you.
Well, just before
Ладно, NotQueen отходит и...
say a word about the sweepstake, and you have the mask on your head right
It's
now.
actually really
So
sturdy and
you
really
might have
чатике,
known
кто-то
about
к нам
this.
другой
We have a
придет.
sweepstake right now with our merch
Почему
company. So
июль?
if you go on the official website, you go to the
Странно.
merch
Наверное,
site,
потому
you'll
что
see the
они ждут,
announcements.
чтобы на
You can
консолях
enter to
обнова
win
релизнулась.
this
И тогда...
beauty right there. The mask I'm talking about, obviously.
Yeah, please don't.
И да, вот говорят, что вот эту
So
маску
Highlander Effects, Mr. James at Highlander Effects is the creator of this
можно
absolute
получить, если, я так понял, если
masterpiece,
купить
and you can win
что-то на
your very
ДБД
own,
магазине.
copy of it.
Нет?
So this is images we got from the making of that thing. There you go. So 3D printed,
А, или это им прислали
painted
просто.
lovingly by hand, and yeah. So the level of details on this thing is pretty.
Не, вот это вроде как можно получить, если купить определенные футболки с годовщиной.
The merch store, so you can either enter by buying a T-shirt of the anniversary or one of those wall banners, or by sending an email.
Футболку или баннер деталей. Можно будет поучаствовать в рандомном.
Yeah, we actually
розыгрыше этих масок.
Making of the no. Okay, we'll talk about that at some point, but we can show the image right now. So this is the beautiful.
Так, арт на вторую годовщину.
So this is the
Очень
2-year
прикольный.
anniversary special artwork that was done. Again, a beautiful work of art by our very own Phil.
Фил сделал.
And now we're gonna.
Филипп, что ли?
I
Иванович,
want to talk
который?
about a very impressive
Он артом занимается, я не
gift
помню.
that we received.
Еще
from,
хочет открыть какой-то гифт,
Sandy
подарочек,
Mizaki.
который они получили от Сэнди
Sandy has
Мизаки,
been an intense follower of Dead by Daylight for the last.
которая делала очень много косплеев разных.
And once in a while we receive amazing things that she
Куда
sends our
смотреть?
way from Austria. Can I get the box, please?
Yes.
There you go. Oh boy.
Oh, sorry.
all right.
Hopefully I didn't break
So
everything.
I will try to
О, и Дэйв
show
Ричард
you all
внезапно
of this.
появился.
So we got a box with so many cool things in there. So
Короче, у них в коробке
this
куча подарков.
beautiful Mr. Bing Bong Bell replica.
Колокольчик,
We got this really cool.
фигурка.
Oh, look at this thing.
So good.
Очень детальная,
Huntress
кстати.
figurine. This little Dead by Daylight tombstone. So I had to
Могилка
take them
ДВД.
back because they were on everybody's desks. This great little
Тотем.
totem
Не
right
горящий.
here. I'll put it there.
Ломать его не надо.
And a box filled with these little,
коробка
you can't
наполненная
see them so well, replicas of all the killers' weapons.
оружиями
All of that
убийц.
as little,
Маленькие такие,
necklaces,
как
hammer,
как
we have
браслеты, короче. Ой, не браслеты,
other
а
hammer,
наоборот эти
and a bag
колье.
of blood points, which is
Амулет.
really cool, which we use as offerings internally. And this little pendant that I need
Офринги.
to give back to Sarah because she
Йорки.
loves it so much. There's even a key. It's not broken.
Даже
It's a full-on
ключ.
key. And we have offer rings.
И
That's
кольца.
very clever.
Offer
So
rings.
This is just
Кольца
crazy
подношения.
good. And thank you so much for sending all of this. We do feel the love.
Такие обручальные
We feel
кольца
it.
клевые.
Oh, there's a hook there, but that's from last year actually. Look at that.
А это вроде с
Here.
прошлого года, говорит Крюк.
This here, I'll put the box back so I can actually sit back down.
Всё.
Here we are. So thank you, Sandy, and please keep being awesome.
Спасибо, Сэнди, и
All right,
продолжай быть такой же
next
клевой.
one. We have,
Далее.
oh yeah, I have a quick message from our friends at Death Garden.
Небольшое сообщение от наших друзей в Десгардене. Прям рядом с нами работают еще разработчики.
You will receive 4 masks, 2 in Dead Garden and 2 in Dead by Daylight. So if you pre-order Dead Garden,
Если вы сделаете предзаказ к Десгардену и у вас есть ДБД, в ДБД вы получите 2 маски, одну маску для Мэг, маска бегущего, маску для Хантера, для траппера, маску Хантера, и наоборот в Десгардене получите маски из ДБД.
So that's how you do that. And if you want to check out the game, their closed beta starts on Tuesday, and I think you may still have a chance to get your hand on some keys.
И закрытая бета начинается уже 19 числа во вторник. Такие дела.
There's some people saying that Japan already has the update 2.0 on Xbox.
Кто-то говорит, что в Японии уже на Xbox вышла обнова.
It's a Photoshop job, most likely. I'll double check, but I'm quite.
Перепроверим, конечно.
Myth. Okay, so Janik, hi.
Hello.
Женик, привет.
Thanks for joining us again.
Спасибо, что снова пришел к нам.
So as you probably know already, Janik is our resident design expert in charge of the
Эксперт по
killers and
дизайну
perks
за
and
убийц,
survivors and
перки,
things.
выживших
That's a big
и так далее. Короче, над этим работать.
Obviously, it's a team effort, but you're the guy we go to when we want to know exactly what's
Complain.
up. Complain or
Ну, в
know
общем,
exactly
это,
what's
конечно
up.
же, работает над этим не только он, но
So
он,
there.
наверное,
Now we're going
основной.
to do
Обычно к
a
нему
little bit of a tour of what's happening with the new content.
с вопросами. Итак,
We'll
небольшой
start again.
тур, что
First of all,
происходит с
so,
новым
for
контентом.
those of you who
Как,
live
что и
under a
чего.
rock or don't know about Dead by Daylight, we just released a new chapter called The Curtain Call,
Если вы
which
вдруг еще не знаете,
introduces
вышла
you
новая
to
глава в ДБД,
Kate, Denson, and the Clown. So
8.
we'll go into a little game so we can show you the powers of the clown and we can show you the perks and talk a little bit about how they work and how to play them properly. Or not properly, but just
С маньяком
get the best of them.
выжившим. И они хотят зайти в игру и показать нам, как все это
I didn't give
работает.
the right map, did I?
Мы ведь
I don't.
не играли еще в новую главу.
Probably didn't.
It's fine. It's fine.
Ну, этот тортик, у них все-таки годовщина, я подготовился.
So yeah, the clown's
С праздником.
power is called
The afterpiece tonic.
Разработчики с праздником.
bonus point.
Yeah.
The afterpiece tonic, named after the tonic bottle that he throws at people,
Yeah.
and it's essentially a bottle filled with whatever thing that does
Yeah,
purple smoke.
is invention
Yeah.
to make survivors sick.
So he does like to mix things together, and yeah. The idea of this is essentially it's a range slowdown by
Mid-range.
default,
Yeah, mid-range.
and it actually it slows and it highlights people by making them cough. Like
Yes.
It gives them away a
Mhm.
little bit.
And as we'll see on the survivor screen, and once it's on, when the survivor is affected by the tonic, his vision becomes really blurry. So there's an effect applied to the whole screen. So it can become quite difficult to localize the killer.
Okay, there you are. I'll move. Okay, so I can hold this and throw a bottle at you, and you're stuck in that purple haze. The wonderful thing is
Ослепление
also the
и
screen
замедление.
distortion. As we
Накладывает
were
тоник.
talking, you mentioned that the last time
клоуна.
we were here, the timer on the smoke is going to be affected by how long you stay in the smoke, right?
Not how long. Is if you're inside the smoke, you're totally affected by it.
Yeah.
But once you get out of the smoke, you're affected by a timer.
Oh, there you
That
go.
timer is 2 seconds.
Timer starts once you get out of the cloud.
Yeah.
Таймер
You
отравления
have,
начинается тогда, когда вы
4
выходите из
bottles by
облака.
default as the killer.
Try to throw at me directly.
I'll try.
Let's see. Well,
Oh,
No.
okay, I missed. Right in your face.
Yeah.
There you go.
so you see, it's slightly more.
Yeah, it's
intense.
much more intense if I hit you right in the face. There's also a few add-ons actually that have to do with
Yes.
that.
There's also the effect that it cancels any currently progressed action. So if you're repairing or whatever, opening the door, and you receive a bottle on the head, you're going to be stopping this action.
I need to recharge the bottle, so you can get as many bottles as you want as opposed to the hatchet,
Yes.
but you need to recharge them just by holding the
Yeah.
button.
So no need to go to the locker, just the recharge action.
Yeah. Other than that, what kind of add-ons do we have for this thing?
You have add-ons that makes the smoke area larger.
Yeah?
You have also add-ons that makes the one add-on that affect the timer a bit longer when you leave the smoke. You have other add-ons also that affect your reload, so you can move faster.
You
Oh,
want
it
to swap
takes
to
less
the
time?
killer? Oh, there you go. You're so smart.
So it saves you time over over the whole
Yeah,
game.
so there's a slowdown when you're reloading your bottles, and there's some add-ons that'll allow you to be a little faster when you move.
Also the effect when you enter smokes, like it makes you walk slower, which has the side effect of if you vault. through a
Перевод
window,
поедания
you're gonna force
тортика.
it
Не,
to
ну,
a
типа,
middle
да.
speed vault. So you're not gonna be fully going over the level.
Let's talk about the perk for.
Oh, wait up! Actually, there's something about the add-ons that I think we should add. We know every time we do a killer, we have ultra rare add-ons that really modify a lot how you can play with the killer. So in this case, for the clown, they are cut fingers, a part of his collection. Do you want to explain a bit of the special effects you can get with those?
Well, there's one that like we originally the power was that it affected the expose. It put the expose effect on the survivor, but we thought it was way too strong.
Оригинально способность
So we decided why not make
клоуна делала возможность его убить выжившего в яде, но мы поняли, что это слишком сильно, и поэтому... И переделали это в аддон, которым надо попасть в выжившего.
I mean, you have an area of effect. That's how you should.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
and also the lobbing effect, because I've seen when we
Есть АОЕшка, и надо ей
пользоваться. Like, why is it lobbing? But this effect is.
Ну я не знаю, ребята, они рассказывают про аддоны к клоуну.
Because you cannot do this with the huntress. That's the art make it not possible. So with this character, it's really like a control area character where you try to anticipate where the survivor will go.
Yeah, it's really cool in chases to be able to.
Способность сделана для того, чтобы предугадывать, куда пойдут сурвы, и мешать им бегать, парируя.
If you hit the survivor directly with the ball, they get the exposed status effect
Место.
while they are under the effect.
АОЕшкой.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I said, if you throw from very far, like you don't have time to reach the person to get them down, but at close range, it's very deadly.
So yeah, let's talk about Kate's perks.
Sure. So we have, the first one we see is Windows of Opportunity.
Перки, Кейт Дэнсон.
It's the one that, like
Первый
you see
перк.
all the palette, it's not a bug.
Подсвечивает
It
доски
looks like a debug
и
function,
окна.
Yes.
but no, it's the
Exactly.
actually.
So at first, I think that people,
Can we go back to thanks.
people seeing this like, oh, this is like a really beginner's perk, like it just helped people locating the palette, but like in the end, it also can be used by a more advanced player just by knowing like which palette has been dropped, which palette has been
Вроде
destroyed,
как перк
also
для
dropped
новичков,
in the game.
который
It has
показывает
different,
тебе,
ways
где
to
есть доски и окна, чтобы бежать к ним, но в то же время и
The other one
сильными
also
игроками
does
может
that
бы
once
использоваться для того, чтобы знать, какие доски сломали, какие нет, чтобы
oh,
знать, куда надо бежать, куда нет.
the second one is Boil Over,
Второй перк,
which is a perk that you need to down me for that. Yeah.
для которого, ну, чтобы его показать, надо
That's not
упасть
nice.
на землю, должен клон поднять.
Yeah.
So what it does is that it gives more wiggle.
More strength to the wiggle.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's much more annoying to carry you around.
Yes, and on the killer side, also we
Перк
fixed an
вообще
instance where
специально для
you
консолей
couldn't properly
сконструирован,
see the, hook holder,
потому что на консоли
which
невозможно
now has been fixed,
выравнивать
if you
движение
go look
вперед,
at the killer's perspective.
Yeah, we are.
потому что тебя начинает
Yeah.
шатать
So
сильнее.
you can see much clearer now. But the effect of boil over make it that the aura disappear from a certain distance. So you see the
So when
hook
you get
on
Ну,
the
close,
конечно,
that's
и
some
еще
hooks.
аура
Yes.
крюков
So-
исчезает, чем
It's
ближе ты
It's a
к
very
ним.
situational perk, though, like for this effect, because like there could be like a hook just behind the wall,
Yeah.
behind you, and the killer will not see it and go like to a much further wall. So in the end, you
Например, за
you make
стеной,
him lose
может
a bit
быть.
of time.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, exactly. So it's
And-
not gonna
and
it's not gonna save you in whole
It's always
situation.
tricky when we make perks where or powers even, like the doctor at first was a power where you do stuff and it doesn't feel like you're doing that much because most of the effect happens on the other side for the other players.
Yeah.
So in this case, when you do boil over, you might not feel the shake so much, but the killer does, and it's really annoying.
Yeah, because like one of the version we had previously was that because I've seen this posted online that people recommended that we should make it increase the speed of the progression.
Они
Yeah.
пытали,
We tried
они
this
делали.
and, it was like, not fun for the killer.
Они делали в этот перк вставляли
Yes,
ускорение
exactly. So we wanted to have one.
прогресса Вигла, но для убийцы было очень сложно с этим
And the
перком.
third one?
Third one is more, it's a bit more tricky.
Поэтому они его
it's
сделали таким.
called Dance With Me. Can we say like the original name?
И последний
What was the
перк,
original name?
Footloose.
Yeah, Footloose. Of
Oh, it
course.
was Can.
начальное название
Oh,
перка
yeah, I
было
stopped that one.
Footloose, сейчас Dance
Yeah,
With
we
Me
could have
переименовали.
Bacon in the game, but
No.
okay. So the idea is that the killers see scratch marks when you run. But with this perk, if you do a quick alarm noise, so a quick action like vaulting, I'm trying
You
to
show
find it.
the killer's perspective.
Убийца видит следы от выжившего.
Makes the scratch mark disappear for a few seconds, which 3 seconds.
Следы исчезают на 3 секунды. Когда ты используешь этот перк.
You see the idea.
So now the scratch marks have started again.
Yeah.
This is extremely powerful to lose people in the chase.
Yeah, and also can work from going out of a locker.
Yes.
Позволяет терять
And,
выживших.
Like you can mix it also with
Время
a good
чейза.
combo with light and what's the other one?
Quick and quiet.
Quick and quiet. That's it.
Очень клево юзается с Quick and Quiet.
Cool.
That's something that we are looking also when we're trying to develop new perk is to make like
good combos.
good synergy with perks that already exist. Do you want to talk about the
Yeah,
killers?
let's talk about the killer's perks.
So first thing you mentioned like effect that is only perceived by one side. So Clophobia, which is the face clown face thing,
Yeah.
which is actually fear of the
fear of
clown.
clowns.
Yeah, it's something that we weren't sure at first because it's something that is only perceived on the survivor side, which is a maximum of 50% penalty. when
Про
you
перки киллеров
kill
теперь
one
рассказываем.
with the radius of the clown.
Mm-hmm.
Клоунофобия
But at first, like when we were playing with it, like we couldn't see like as a
замедляет
killer, like is
прохил
this really working?
с
But
углом.
after talking with the whole team, like after the match, it's a shit. This was really like
It's really intense,
oppressing
and it actually, when I watched people play, a lot of people are just completely just discouraged, and they said like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna heal then
yeah,
because
get
it's
away.
not worth it.
Yeah,
And mixing it with nurse calling is
Yeah.
just me.
yeah. At first we thought there's not going to be any point of mixing it with nurse calling, but actually no. You see them more longer, so
Yeah.
yeah. It
It-
was no, it's a really interesting one. So that's why we decided to keep it, even though it's not like a clear specific effect on the killer
Yeah.
side. It was really a great concept on the whole game.
We can talk a little bit about Pop Goes the Weasel.
Не
but
совсем помню,
because
вначале он,
it's,
по-моему,
we
сказал,
were
что
gonna
типа
be
не от радиуса
obviously able
террора
to
зависел
showcase it
перк, а
here.
просто, в принципе,
Oh,
он
well, I
мешал
can-
прохил
I can
сурвов, но
refer
было
to
слишком
that.
сильно.
No,
but I
but
can't
he
hook
needs
you
to
up
hook you.
because we're in Kill Your Friends, so
Okay.
the
Yeah.
game's gonna end.
Right.
So Pop Goes the Weasel, yeah.
Yeah, Public Goes the Whistle is that once you hook a survivor, you have 30 seconds to kick a gen, and that gen's gonna be regressed by 25% of the overall total.
It's gonna lose
possible,
25% of the overall progress.
Yes, overall progress of a gen.
potential
Potential, exactly. Yeah, that's something that was
Yeah, that's a
confusing
question.
people.
Like, if it's done only 10%, do I lose 25% of
Of
that
that
10%?
10%? No.
It
It's a
removes
full
25% of the progression.
So for kick on a gen, it brings us back to
Yeah.
0.
So it is a very powerful perk.
Yeah.
We've seen it. It's
It's
it
not-
can
it's
really win you some.
It's not that
time
talked
back.
about though. I thought that people were
I think it's
going to be more.
It's one of
excited
those
about it.
quieter perks
Yeah.
in a sense, but it's very, very efficient.
I've seen games going.
Maybe maybe I don't know, but maybe in tournament it's gonna have value.
Ну,
if
кому
you
он
use
сейчас,
it
ну,
well,
Аки,
because
ну,
it can really
Yeah.
take a big chunk
ну,
of time off of the.
But you
the
still
work
need to
that's been
plan, you know,
Ну,
which gen,
про
where
все,
you're gonna
все уже
hook,
поиграли
and how.
неделю
But that's
назад,
why
все
it's
уже
a
знают
tournament,
перки.
Because you need to
Yeah.
be very savvy and know exactly how
Yep.
to use it, but
Yeah.
it can be very powerful.
And the idea of the cooldown was also that we wanted the killer to focus on this specific action.
Ну, как бы они
Yeah.
сейчас рассказывают
Yeah,
про
so you
Pop
have
the
30 seconds
Weasel,
to do
перк,
it.
который,
Exactly.
когда ты вешаешь
Kill
сурва на
survivor,
крюк,
go down, or
ломает
go
генератор
kill the next
следующий.
Now the last one is probably the one that's the most talked about right
Yes.
now.
И последний перк, о котором
Because
больше
of the-
всего
because of
сейчас
the name,
говорят.
It's not just the name; it's
И, наверное, из-за
so,
его названия
it's
«Бамбузл».
so frustrating.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's one of those. It's like a little like Franklin's demise. It's
Yeah.
one of those persons survivors go, no, you can't do that. Yeah.
Он примерно такой же, как Франклин с Димайс, типа, не надо этого делать, сурвы такие говорят.
Like we didn't have the speed increase on the vault,
Okay.
but I thought, why not making it that you actually encourage the killer to vault to the
Изначально для киллера не было на этом перке ускорения перевозения через окно. То есть изначально только окно закрывалось, ну а сейчас, конечно, добавили и ускорение, быстрее перелазишь через окно и закрываешь.
Because originally there was a cooldown on this perk, so I think it was like you can use it each 30 seconds, but there was already a time on the effect, so we decided like
screw this, it's every time you vault.
The last one.
Exactly, but the thing is, in the PTB, we just removed the cooldown. We didn't remove the functionality of making it happen each time. So it made it that at level 1, it sort of made it more powerful because you could use more often. So we said, okay, let's rebalance this and making that it happens every time.
И каждый раз, когда через окно прыгаешь, оно закрывается. Изначально они делали так, что типа не каждый раз закрывается одно окно какое-то, а только у него у этой обилки именно кулдаун. На первых уровнях казалось, что перк был сильнее, потому что кулдаун был меньше. Ну, сейчас, конечно, закрывается. Последний, через который ты перевозил. Вроде бы. Я же не помню, что там на третьем уровне перк. Или до 2 окон на 80. По времени вроде увеличивается так. Ну и скорость перевозения. Окей, это сделали.
You talk about like the charging because we removed the speed penalty on this also.
No, we haven't.
Okay. So originally there was like a little 9% speed penalty when you were cooking the bomb.
И еще в патче сейчас уменьшили замедление при кидании бутылки. Раньше она была. Теперь его нет. Но на самом деле, когда кидаешь, он небольшой все-таки есть. Но во время анимации броска.
I have a question. The screen distortion is pretty intense. Some people are getting a little nauseous. It's like we were talking about the Freddy thing also was a bit intense, but it was important that we do a severe distortion because it needed to impact.
We always have that in mind when doing full screen effects. Believe us.
Часть кто-то пишет, что типа от отравления очень голова кружится.
So we reduced it to the maximum so that it actually has an effect on gameplay.
Yeah.
Перкотехи контрит иллюзии доктора нет.
The window of opportunity work with Doc's fake palettes.
No, you don't see them.
You don't see the fake ones.
No.
There you go.
Тоже спросили, типа.
Tricky question.
I know, but it was. I know we did work on this, especially.
Well, the intent is it's not a real palette.
No, exactly.
Джаник говорит, что ты их не видишь, но я помню.
More power to Kate's perk.
Я точно помню, что когда у меня стоял этот перк, я подбегал прям к палетке доктора.
Let's look again.
Which means that you actually reach the maximum velocity of your troop.
There you go.
Swing.
So you know that.
Called the swing effect.
Оказывается, что у бутылки есть эффект вот этот вот подсветки, как то, что вы набрали ее на полную.
It's so festive, that purple smoke. I like it a lot. It might be my new favorite.
Мне кажется, надо скорость бутылки увеличить. Ну, скорость полета бутылки процентов на 50.
Still gonna be always a special place in my heart for the hag, but this might be my new favorite one. It's just, and especially I love it because I don't have it right now, but when you're wearing the alternate outfit, you can look down and see the big, the pompon. Yeah.
Le pompon.
Le pompon.
Yeah.
Voila. So there you go. That's what I wanted to show you. Okay.
So, things to do with the clown. Don't play it as the Huntress.
No.
Try to block paths in chases to bring...
Советы дают, как играть за клоуна. Не играйте за него как за охотницу, типа... Кидайте в сурвов, бутылку, да. Ну, там, зонинг используйте.
You can maybe use it to localize survivors.
Oh yeah, there's that too.
I mean,
Yeah, that's a
you
good
can
idea.
throw it
Just
for
throw
far
it at
away.
the-
and
yeah.
yeah, maybe I can add on this, but if you throw from afar and you hit a survivor directly, and the field of your field of vision is hidden from you don't see the survivor. It's going to be highlighted in red.
So you
A
do
little
get
thing
an
that we
outline.
added. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
The line of sight.
But
Cool
you
stuff.
need to actually hit him. So
Directly.
it's just a pure luck
Yeah,
shot.
exactly.
So we're waiting for the YouTube video.
Если вы
because
попадаете
people,
по
you know,
выжившему
360 no scope
бутылкой,
kind of thing.
прям вот по нему бутылкой, но не
Cool.
видите его,
All
он
right,
будет для
so
вас за
that's
стеной,
about it for the
он для вас
roundabout,
на
view
секунду
of
подсветится
the
красненьким,
killer
то есть
and the
его
new
аура
survivor.
будет видна.
Hopefully you enjoy them. We are. Oh, we do have a time lapse. That's wonderful. Okay,
that's
so
great.
we'd like to show you a little bit how our friendly giant Phil Ivanovich created the awesome anniversary
Хотим показать вам
artwork.
небольшое,
So
видимо,
here we
видео,
are. We have a little,
как
clip.
Филипп делал арт на годовщину, придумывал,
Is
рисовал.
there music or is it us talking? There's no music.
Лапки! Там же вроде лицо траппера, не? Он просто лицо нарисовал.
Looks easy.
Yeah, I could have done
Выглядит так
that.
легко.
Except not at all. Not even a little.
So yeah,
Больше
actually,
лапок.
his first version was a survivor under the forest.
Да, на оригинальном был выживший, типа. А потом, оп, лицо
Chuckles.
траппера.
That's pretty cool. I like
Nice
it,
job.
but I hate people who are so talented that they make it look easy. And then you go, oh yeah, I should try that. I could probably do this. And then you
no.
try it and you go,
No, you
oh,
can't.
my stick figures don't
No.
look like figures.
No, you cannot. And we forgot something about the chapter. Actually, there's a new map as well.
Oh, yes.
Забыли
always,
про
to
карту
be,
сказать
able
снова.
to
То,
stumble
что карта
upon
тоже
it.
появилась
It's, in the
в
asylum team,
главе.
Father Campbell Chapel. Father Campbell is a character that was mentioned in the Nurse add-on, in the Nurse story. So now you'll be able to go in that chapel. It's
Фадер
really
Кэмпбелл,
amazing
оказывается,
to look at,
упоминался в
it's
истории
There's also some
медсестры,
good
и
picture
теперь можно попасть
opportunities
как
for
раз в
survivors
эту...
in there.
Oh yeah, in the carnival.
Yeah, in the
Absolutely.
carnival there's the little place.
Я не
where
понимаю,
you
как
put your
чапел
face in
переводится.
there and
Не
take a picture.
церковь,
So we
а...
actually got a question like, why is the carnival there? What's going on? Why is it the
Chapelle.
asylum? So the clown can actually roam freely into the
Часовня.
DLD's
Да.
universe. So he's currently
Ха!
visiting
Никто
the
даже в
asylum.
чате не успел
So
написать, я
now,
сам вспомнил.
That's it.
All right. Yeah, no, the double blood point is not coming today. I'll give you all that information.
И да, двойные
very
бипишки
quickly.
не сегодня.
Why
Повторяют
does,
инфу.
Coulrophobia
М?
doesn't affect snap out of it. Can you
Because
comment on it?
yes, because it's not healing, right?
Snap out of it
That's
is
it?
not healing.
Oh, the other thing is it doesn't affect also
Waking up.
Нет!
like
Стоп!
because it's not healing.
Yeah.
There you
But
go.
if someone comes in and heals someone dying,
Now it's healing.
that's healing. Yeah.
All right.
Нет, нет, вранье.
All right.
Клоунофобия не работает на третью
So,
фазу
I'll get
доктора.
back to the news and give you all these details.
Потому что выход из третьей фазы доктора — это не лечение. Но ровно год назад они ввели патч, в котором унифицировали
Yes, because it's healing.
этот, вот это вот прийти в себя,
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bug.
вот это действие прийти в
okay.
себя, и сказали, что
Something
это
we didn't want to
лечение.
happen.
На него будет действовать все то же самое, что и на лечение, типа
something
тонатки,
mentioned in the
нерсколлинга и...
There you go.
Ладно.
There
Значит, я не буду
Okay.
играть за доктора с
Uh-oh.
клоунофобией.
There's a lot of confusion. At least I'm confused about a lot of the comments, but we'll straighten all that out. We'll put some. Ideally, we'll put together a nice little video with all that information. so you
Работает,
can
я
watch
лично
it
проверял
in
в Kill Your
retrospect,
Friends,
and
говорит
we'll make
мне
sure
все.
we're less confusing than we are
Надо
right
будет еще
now.
проверить потом как-нибудь.
If it's
Это
possible.
важно, это
Well,
реально
there's thing in
важно.
the past that's like it
Yeah.
works like because
It-
we
there's-
didn't know where things were
How many
going.
perks do we have now?
I don't know.
A
A
lot.
lot.
And they all, like a lot of them have an impact on other perks, and we need to make sure that it's all coherent across the board, and so rules pop up that we need to look at it. All right. So back to the news. So we had the anniversary schedule with
Так, снова к новостям.
so you have a little bit of information on that. It'll all be posted on the official forums, our official forums, not the Steam forums. So register on there.
На форумах
because
информация
you
будет.
will be entered for some giveaways of Oryx cells on the forums. There's also yes, that's the thing.
Во-первых,
We're talking
на
about.
форумах
Every
можно
day
будет
we're gonna
получить
give out Oryx cells directly
золотые клетки.
on the forums. If you're on console and you win, you will get your Oryx cells when
Если
the
там
patch
зарегистрированы,
2.0
возможно, там надо
comes
что-то
to console.
написать
So
будет,
we
не
will
знаю.
keep your
Но, в общем,
name
надо следить за
in a
форумами
jar
сейчас об
somewhere,
информации.
and we will give you your prize
Контест
when
там
you
будет
can get it.
еще.
Why the age gate on the website? Because the game is essentially a mature game. That's it. So there are mature discussions on there and images which may shock younger players and viewers. Then there's a tournament, the first ever official
И у
Dead
нас
by Daylight
ждет
tournament.
турнир,
It's gonna be
первый
done by,
официальный БДшный
Space Esport.
от
And
Space
it's going to be for
Esportов.
PC, for PS4, and for Xbox One. There's going to be 3 days with 3 different competitions. You can sign up. All the information also is going to be on the forums. It's going to be exciting. When I keep saying
$5000
forum, I'm talking
на
about the
каждую
official Dead by
платформу.
Daylight forums. Go to the
Для
official website. It's
первых
posted
мест, я так
everywhere.
понимаю.
I'm sure our mods
Или
keep
нет, вообще
spamming
прайс
it
пул,
everywhere.
Блин,
Thank
не
you very
увидел.
much.
Там есть прайс пул или
Not the
только
one
для
I
первых
No.
мест? Не, 15
The
тысяч общий
sweepstakes.
прайс
So
пул.
you saw the very cool Huntress mask. You can hold it in your hands. You can win one of those by entering through.
Маску можно
sending an
выиграть,
email.
купив
You can see that again on the
игру
forums. You'll see the
на
information, but it's on the merch, the official merch store. You can get one of these
в
created
магазине
by James at the Highlander
store.deadbydaylight.com.
Effects shop of cosplay items. Then we have a big thank you to Sandy Mizaki.
И большое спасибо Сэнди Мизаки, повторяют, за все эти огромное количество
And the last note I
ништяков.
have is Dead by Daylight and Dead Garden have
И
joined
последнее.
forces to
ДБД
bring
и
some
Death
more
Garden
cool
получат
in-game stuff. So if
шмотки
you do
общие
pre-order
в игре.
Dead Garden,
Если вы предзакажете
you will
Death Garden,
immediately get access
маску
to
траппер для
a
охотника
mask for
добавят
Meg,
и тот
which is a
маска
really cool
для
runner mask, and a
бегуна,
mask for the
маска с
trapper, which is a really cool futuristic looking
перком,
hunter mask.
соответственно. Travel
And
the Hunt.
in Dead Garden you will get 2 masks that are inspired by Dead
Ну
by
и в
Daylight,
ДБД.
the Trail of the Hunt and the Trapper.
Ну
So,
все,
do that.
распиарили
And,
Death Garden,
you
во
can check out
вторник
their
будет
closed
уже
beta on
доступен.
Tuesday. There's still some keys floating around. Pester them if you want some keys. Other than that, I want to say a huge thank you.
Ну и
a
спасибо
really
вам
huge
всем
thank
большое.
you again to everybody for sticking with us through these last 2 years.
За
and
то, что
for,
были с нами эти
being
2
on
года.
board for the next 15.
At least.
Who knows? I seriously, this is the last game I want to work on. Like, I'm gonna
Pretty much.
retire in like 12.
И
15
не
years, I
знаю,
don't know.
и не знаем, сколько
And,
еще
that's it.
впереди нас ждет, конечно. Мэтт говорит, я хочу работать над
So
ДБД,
there.
пока
Thank you very much,
не уйду на
everybody, for
пенсию.
joining us. Thank you, François, for being your amazing self and helping us. Thank you to our mods, Yannick,
Франсуа,
Dave,
спасибо за
thank
то,
you for
что
joining me
провел
today.
этот стрим, помог
Thank you,
модераторам,
Gabrielle,
Женик, что
who was
пришел,
here earlier.
Габриэль, которая также заглядывала,
And
и
then, thank you to you, everybody
И
else.
вам
Okay,
всем.
I'm just so thankful. I'm gonna go back to work
Мэтт
now,
слишком
but,
много спасибо
yeah, we'll
говорит.
see you next week.
Всё,
Next
говорит,
week we
увидимся
have
на следующей
a
неделе.
special episode of... Oh, it's the Q&A. So
cool.
next week
На
is gonna
следующей
be
неделе
a
у нас
beautiful video of the
Q&A,
Q&A that's being done
видимо,
right now. So we're already
YouTube?
we've taken a lot of questions from the forums, from Steam, Reddit, all of that, and we've made
Отовсюду
a,
берем
really
сейчас
well
вопрос
done
там
little
с
video
форумов,
that
всякое
answers all
такое.
those questions.
Вот, и будем отвечать на них на
I'm exhausted.
в видео. Не на стриме, на видео.
Okay.
Мэтт устал.
That's it. Thank you.
Все, спасибо.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Пока. Ну, чё-то как-то ивента нету в этот раз. Ну, ладно.